In this video, I answer some questions about, one of my students was getting hit in sticking hands in chi sao. And firstly, I answered it with, what are the technical movements and how do you defend against punches through the center? But then we went further to talk about, what are the mental and underlying blocks which really prevent that? Because everything starts from the mind. And I go into that in this video. Hope you enjoy.
What are some ideas to
Good.
train that?
Perfect. Thank you for bringing that up, because that reminds me of the next layer. Because I answered the kind of technical side. Your question was, I'm getting punched through the center when I do precision sparring, and I know that I technically need to be sure that I'm moving correctly, and I need to make sure that my state's on. Great, I need to keep that technically correct. But then the next layers are, what are the thought patterns and beliefs behind the way I'm moving, which affect my ability to stay in the state, meaning stay in your power, stay relaxed, stay focused, while under heavy amounts of pressure, and heavier and heavier. So, first thing is that you want to make sure you think of your skills correctly, meaning if you feel like, my state's getting better, I'm able to stay centered and relaxed with my fuk sao and my bong sao, I'm able to stay much more relaxed and powerful. You want to think about who you're training with, meaning if you're a white belt or a blue belt and you feel, my structure and state's getting good, don't expect you to beat up black belts. Do you know what I mean? You don't think, now that I understand my bong sao, I'm going to smash all the black belts and the brown belts and the red belts. What I'm getting at is as you feel a good sense of structure and state, for example, a blue belt or a purple belt, test it on the white belts. I'll give you another analogy. Skills, like anything, start off feeble and weak like a child. A child is born into the world. It doesn't start walking and feeding itself and getting a job. It needs to be breastfed. It needs to be taken care of. It needs to be nurtured. Think of your skills in the same way. As you develop this sense of the power plane, don't expect to, be Michael Jordan on week 2. Cultivate it slowly. Test it on the white belts, because it's going to be easier for you to maintain a sense of ease with the white belts than the blue belts. And then go, now I'm going to try it on a purple belt. Oh, this is getting better. Well, now I'm going to try it on a brown belt, a red belt, a black. You see what I'm getting at? You've got to nurture your skills slowly and not expect it. I understand the state now. I'm going to dominate Bruce Lee and Ip Man at the same time. So the first thing I'm addressing is the way you think of your skill. Think of your skill as a child which is nurtured over time to become stronger over time. Now coming a bit more to the practical side. The question becomes why am I tensing up? Why am I using force? Why am I forgetting to keep the state on as I roll, right? So you can start to analyze, what's going on for me psychologically, right? And that's not exactly an answer you can give the same kind of response for everyone, but there is something common that I have seen, and generally it's the belief that you need force to fight force. That's the general kind of, if I had to give you a basic belief pattern which is faulty and leads to wrong expression or slower growth, it's that you need to fight force with force, that you need to tense up to beat someone. So as soon as you start to get tired or get hit a few times, you start to tense up and want to fight, as opposed to go the other way and think, I want to release and connect and go deeper into state. Because the power plane, center to center, is a connection. It's not an opposition. You're connecting to the person. So your center is connecting to their center, and you're saying, that's where I'm going. And you let everything flow to that spot, like water flowing down a stream towards the target. Whereas most people will think of it like, I'm trying to push the water to the target. See what I'm getting? So the belief in force on force. If you can dissolve that and think, I'm just connecting and flowing to them, then it becomes very easy because your body doesn't tense up. It's like the analogy my master would talk about, where he would say, the body moves in a way where it's like you're on the phone and you're talking and you say, oh, turn left and turn right here and go around the block. See, I'm like, when I move my arm there, it's effortless. There's no force to it. I'm just going with where the mind says to go. There's a sense of connection from the mind to the body, and I'm not fighting anything. So in the same regard, it's like the other person's center is a part of my own body, and I'm just staying connected and flowing to that, as opposed to fighting against them. So one thing is, treat your skills like a weak, feeble child and let it grow naturally over time. The other thing is can we dissolve the belief of force versus force? Now this is a big topic, right? This is about essentially letting go of the ego and letting go of the mind, right? Because the ego and the mind are the same, right? So, I mean, it's a deep topic, but it seems like it's the underlying problem which leads people to fighting force with force when it comes to chi sao, sparring and combat. And it's not to say that force can't achieve certain goals. Like, you can be angry as F and like angrily, forcefully punch someone in the head and hurt them, for sure. But the thing is that as internal Kung Fu practitioners, our goal isn't to dominate and destroy others, it's to master ourselves. Meaning to dissolve the force, the tension, the upsets and the resistance within our system, so that we can live a peaceful, happy, powerful life, but also manifest mastery in our Kung Fu as well.
Yeah, thanks for that, Stephen. I think
if you like this type of training, if you want to go deeper into the spiritual, energetic, through the martial practice, then click the link below, because there's a 7-day free trial in my online community where you train live with me and you do the 7-day state mastery challenge. So look forward to seeing you in there. Peace.